Hello, my friend. This is Aman Khan from MyPro Realty. I've been dealing in real estate almost 20 years now. I always advise my friends and family why owning is more important than renting. So, owning versus renting. You want to know more about it? Stay tuned. After the break, I will give you more detail about it and more pros and cons. Okay, guys, just stay tuned after this break.
Real estate market is complicated, and that is why every step needs to be taken carefully. But with Team Aman Khan, you get something exceptional and out of the box, such as selling your house at the price we commit. Moreover, get the cash offer within 24 hours for your property. So with us, satisfaction is guaranteed. Get buyback and sell-free services. There is absolutely no catch, just honest client services with Team Aman Khan. Call now, 647-280-0201.
Welcome back, guys. This is Aman Khan again, and from iPro Realty, I'm a real estate broker. Yeah, so I just wanted to discuss about today. Today is a very important topic because a lot of people, almost 65% of Canadian, almost 68% of Canadian, they own a house. They have their own house, and Canadian government also they encourage people to own a house. Okay, but sometimes some people are, they just somehow they got trapped in panic mode. They can't make a decision like whether they should own a house or they should rent a house. What are your pros, what is the cons? They think too much, and that's why they stay behind, and they can't make a decision. They can't own a house, and they are paying somebody else mortgage. So I always encourage people, guys, please make a decision quick. Okay, owning a house in Canada is, first of all, like, let's say, Canada is a land of opportunity. Okay, that's the only way you can become a rich globally, for sure. But in Canada, since I'm involved in real estate last 20 years, so I know about real estate in Canada more than anywhere else. So I just like to talk about the Canadian real estate. When I came to Canada, I just had $1,200 in my pocket. That's all. When I purchased a house, I had no idea how to purchase a house. I was really, really scared. I always have, like, very negative thought about the mortgage, how I can afford the mortgage, how I can afford the down payment, how I gonna deal with the lawyer, what is the requirement. There's no direction. Of course, that's I'm talking about almost 20 years back when I purchased my first house in 2000. My first house, when I purchased the first house, the price of the house was just $184,000. That was a 4,000. That was a 184,000. That was a 4 bedroom, 2.5 washroom, just in front of Meadowville Town Center in Mississauga, very prime location. Everything was amazing, and I just purchased. And I was like, what was the mortgage rate on that time? 7.5%. But I just jumped in. The one thing and one beauty about the GTA, even though you can't afford to pay your mortgage, you can always rent it out. I'm not talking about anywhere else in this in like in Canada, but in GTA, in Toronto and surrounded area like Etobicoke, Milton area, Mississauga, in this area, if you cannot afford to pay your mortgage in these days, you can always rent it out. Somebody else going to pay your mortgage. There's a lot of talent. There are a lot of people, they don't have, they can't afford to buy a house, right? So they're always looking for. And let me tell you one more thing. Another, there's a 45,000 to 50,000 house lacking. Is like, there is a demand. I mean, the 45,000 to 50,000 more demand than what people are purchasing now. So demand is always there. And of course, in these days, even though the builder are building a house, you can see all high rises buildings are, is a condominium building, but still, when it's come to, like, fulfilling the requirement of all the residents is very difficult. That's why the price is going up and crazy, and especially in these days, the uh, the interest rate is crazy, crazy, crazy lowest, rate. I mean, you can't go wrong. If we just let me just give you one example of $100,000 mortgage. You know how much you're gonna pay? 350 uh, $350 to almost $375 per month for every 100,000. So suppose if you are taking almost 500,000 mortgage, and you're gonna end up paying, just calculate $375 per month, and just calculate by five. Is amazing. Same amount, the same amount or more than the mortgage amount you going to pay for your rent. Then, like, it doesn't make any sense. You paying a rent, you paying somebody else's mortgage. Since, you can afford to buy a house, you are just afraid to buy a house. You think you're simply just afraid from your commitment. You think this is a big commitment. No, guys, this is not a big commitment. Doesn't matter whether you have a job or you don't have a job. You're gonna end up paying your rent no matter what, right? The same thing with a mortgage. In fact, mortgage give you more relaxation. If you cannot pay a mortgage, there is a 3 month. All the bank always say for 3 month relaxation period, right? You can always go and tell your bank, you know what, you lost a job, you can't pay for mortgage for now, for the next 3 months, right? Just in case, just like during the COVID-19, people did that, right? But you know what? In this, the amount of the mortgage, I don't think so. You cannot afford. You can easily afford to pay your mortgage. In some cases, people have a basement apartment in a house. People are getting a good rent from their basement apartment, almost $1,400 to almost $1,800 from the basement apartment. So basement rent from the basement itself is paying your $300,000 to $400,000 mortgage. So suppose if you're paying, you're purchasing a house for $800,000 and there is a basement apartment, so somebody else paying your $400,000 mortgage, and you just paying $400,000 mortgage. So he's kind of your sleeping partner, guys. And for the old age, that's the only thing you can have it. Let me tell you that I'm not sure whether you are contributing towards the RSP, whether you have the pension plan or not, or you're just working as a self-employed. For the self-employed, you must own a house. You must own few real estate, not just one real estate. And real estate is this the beauty of the real estate. When you sell your primary property, suppose if you have all your kids grown up, they're going university, or they're all married now, they have their own life, and you still own a big house, you can simply sell it out, downsize, and go to the condominium, right? And you can enjoy your life with a big chunk of money sitting in your bank. Go and go for the tour, like a whole world tour. Go for vacation every year, and give it to some gift to your kids for purchasing a property. Give them some kind of help to putting a down payment, right? So, guys, let me tell you that that's the only thing you can build your equity. And you can, when you purchase a house, you can making money very different direction, very different way. Okay, you make money with equity, right? When the prices are going up every year, like 6 to 7%, 8%. Some year, it's crazy, like in Mississauga and Milton and Brampton, those area, price gone up like on 14, 15% versus last year. So you can imagine the growth in real estate. And equity build, when you pay $2,000 mortgage, almost in these days, based on the in these current interest rate, 50% of the mortgage is going towards your principal amount, almost 45 to 50%. So you can imagine the benefit, you cannot save $1,200 or $1,300 every month, but when you're paying a mortgage, it's you are saving $1,200 to $1,500 every month. and you don't know. Like, when you accumulate, when you add everything, when you see, like, all the money, when you accumulate everything, after 5 years, suppose if you paying a $2,000 and $1,000 going towards the principal, in 5 years there is 60 months. In 60 months you are saving almost $60,000. Renting a place versus the same thing, like, if you're paying $2,200 for the townhouse or apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, after 5 years you're saving zero. So you can imagine. Use your brain, my friend. Make a smart decision. If you need any kind of direction, any kind of help in terms of the real estate, purchasing a real estate, call me anytime. My number is 647-280-0201. Do not get panic, guys. Get involved in real estate investment. Whether you're purchasing for yourself, in old days, it will become your investment property. Believe me or not, you're going to have good chunk of money. So guys, always complimentary advice from me without any string attached. You can call me anytime. You can visit my website. My website is teamaman.com, and my office is almost 15 location. I have offices, but mostly I sit at Mississauga location, which is a Glinton and Ontario. You can always visit me without any string attached. Have a cup of tea, coffee on me, and let's discuss about the real estate, guys. I want you to become an investor. I want you to retire as a wealthy person. I don't want you to just depend on the Government of Canada retirement fund. Believe me, it's nothing. It doesn't. You're not gonna get enough money when you're gonna get when you will get the old. So please build your wealth now. This is time for you to build your wealth now, so you become independent as soon as possible. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. I hope you like this program. Please subscribe yourself on my YouTube channel, and please share with your friends and family. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.